Okay, so everyone's trying to catch the bottom of AMD. I'm going to look into my chart here on the weekly channel to kind of get a stronger signal to see kind of like where we're at and see where I can look to get this bottom. Because I am liking AMD. I think this is long term very good with AI. I think, yes, we have been going down because, if you look at the weekly chart, we are starting to make a downtrend. A downtrend here, but I do think we can get some nice bounces if, maybe we come down to this EMA 200, which is going to be very strong support. A lot of people use the daily EMA 200, and that looks like this. You can clearly see it's been in a nasty downtrend, right? If you look at the monthly chart too, this is another good buy area where a lot of people wait for this, and this is where we had this massive next leg up, right? We had this monthly chart here, we come all the way up, hit this ATR4. You might ask, well, what is this red bands? That's where I look to short. If you see price come up here to a T, you're probably going to get some nice shortings here. So you see it here, and we go down. Where do we always revert to is the EMAs, 5, 10, 20, and that's where price always will go back to. So we know if price gets too overextended, we wouldn't be buying AMD way up in here, right? And same thing on the weekly if our buy points are going to be in these areas. You see how we hit this EMA 50 when we're in a strong uptrend, but the more times you touch it, I like to say this, the trends can end. So we touched this 50 here, and we've been in, 50 here, and we've been just uptrending for a while, right? I like to find those fresh trend ideas where we start to cross this 50. You see on the AMD when we started to break this downtrend, you see how where we would short it at these 50 areas a couple times. You could play it a couple times, and then when it keeps touching it, it breaks through. And that's how I'm looking to play AMD. We have a fresh downtrend forming. This is not looking good for AMD. I'll be honest with you. You see this crossover of the 20 and the 50? It's literally happening in front of our eyes. Sure, we can get some bounces throughout here. We might get some little zigzags, come back to the 5, and then go down, come to the 10, go down. I'm more looking, honestly, if it touches this 50, this would not be a bad short opportunity. I'm not going to short it though. I'd rather go long. It's easier. It's best. I don't have to worry about short. The borrow rates and all that, and the short squeezes. But there's a lot of things I'm looking at. I'd rather go long as close as possible to this 200. I really want to see too. Do we break through this bottom here? I think a lot of people are watching this. Where's my line at? We'll do horizontal. Do we break through this bottom right here? We're getting very close to a clear support where we broke out of it, out of this here. This became support, and it's okay if we go a little under. I just want to see, do we get close to it and see what happens? It's at 122, we're at 126. If you're holding this long term, I think you guys are totally fine, in my honest opinion. You can see you look at the daily chart. You can see we have this big move up, big down. You have these big moves ups and down. It happens all over in the stock market. I also am going to see the valuation. I recommend you guys use. I'd like to use Simple Wall Street to just kind of see, what is their valuation of AMD and just kind of get, other companies' opinions. You can look at Seeking Alpha, read their articles. I love reading them. So if you look at the valuation, they are actually undervalued according to them. 42.3% undervalued. Their fair value is 219 according to all the fundamentals of what they discuss. So it's good to see like, okay, so if I do buy this is an undervalued company. I would love to see maybe we break through this double bottom, and if we touch the CMA 200 on the weekly, I'm buying it. We haven't touched it in a single time here. Look at this. We went away from it. We get close, but we have not touched the CMA 200. It's very bullish. Another thing I'm looking at is this monthly chart. If we, it might be the same area where that 200 is, but on a 112 area, I'm big buys in this. So it's about the same. So the weekly is at 114, 115, and then 112 are my two loading areas. So 115, 112, I'm going to be looking to buy. Like I said though, the weekly chart is curling for the downside, but I think we can get strong support if we hit this area here and get a nice bounce. That's my prediction of AMD. A lot of people are trying to, really try to just randomly buy it. You got to understand it doesn't look like the greatest buying it right now until you get those big areas, because you could see kind of like higher lows are forming, and maybe you get this kind of pattern, right? Maybe this was a breakdown here. You know, nothing's going to be perfect, and everything can come in and come out like that. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So, you know, you had this tight pattern here, and maybe we're coming down to that next level support, and that's really where I want to go. But yeah, but look at this. You know, this is a nice move here if we get this. Like, you know, if we get this pattern here where we go from here 121 all the way up to here, that's a 141% gain on the weekly chart. Very beautiful, right? And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. If we can get that next leg down to that one, you know, looking at 115, and then on the monthly chart, if we can get to 114 area, I'm buys all in that area. That's exactly where I'm looking to go into. I'll go pretty big on this. I really like this company. Like I said, long term, you're fine. I wouldn't get worried if you're an investor. But obviously for me, I like to get really precise entries. I like to, you know, if I make pretty returns, since I put bigger money in, 5 to 10% returns is actually pretty good to me. So that's my analysis on this. On the weekly chart, we are down 8%, so we'll see what happens here. Keep an eye on this crucial level. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are watching 121 mark. It's pretty easy to see. I can see the market makers breaking through that, unfortunately. But you're going to have these zigzags here, right? You go down, up, and very solid company. So here's what I'm looking to do, guys. I hope you guys take this analysis for what it is. If you guys do want to join a Discord of a community where I look to give you guys the most highest value plays of the best trend ideas, where I look at the chart and I look at, I diagnose it, what's the valuation, the fundamentals, you know, the articles, and then I look at, okay, so if I want to get in this company, looking at this chart, it makes sense for AMD if we get in on that 200 on the weekly. It looks beautiful, and it makes sense on the monthly too. If we get set up with this opportunity where we had this big pullback, right, and it can pull all the way down, and we're just waiting for this next EMA 50 to get in and just rip it up, right? That's what we're waiting for if we get in that area. That would be absolutely awesome. But that's my analysis. I would love to have you guys in the Discord. If you want to join, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. And if you want to become a member, all you have to do is hit day trade alerts. And if you do, it will subscribe you for my day trades and swing trades for only 12 bucks a month. If that's too much, you can hit swing trade alerts up here and it'll only be 6 bucks a month. But basically, when you click on these channels, it will ask you to subscribe to unlock the channels. It's very user friendly. You get alerted on your phone when I decide to take a position that you probably would have not even seen. And it's just you know, because I scan, you know, lots and lots of stocks. So, you know, if you put a little effort in, watch my videos, you'll understand how this strategy works. And then, like I said, if you pay a little money, you're going to be more disciplined to take this serious and want to learn. But if you hit server shop here, you can read about the 2 memberships. I'm going to recommend the Daily Swing Trading Plus. I think you guys are going to really like that strategy. It's only 12 bucks a month. And you're going to get a really cool strategy. And then if you can't afford it, well, there's also swing trading. Or you're just too busy for day trades, it's 6 bucks a month. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my analysis on AMD. Obviously longer term bullish, short term bearish, as we got that pennant that kind of breaking out, but I want to see closer to this area. I would feel really good if it went down to this area, or get a little close. We'll see. But I'm keeping my eye on this. I'm in one stock already, so I'm in no threat. I'm going to play the best stock that I see fit, and we'll go from there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.